Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you are all doing a little better today. Welcome, welcome. So grateful to be checking on today. I have a very special guest. Considering the circumstances, a lot of us are going through feelings of overwhelm, frustration, stress, anxiousness, pure exhaustion, don't know what to do, I'm in the hole, it's shit, we can't do anything, we can't go out, we've lost that social touch, that social connection on a physical sense. And so I was thinking last week, I wanted to bring on someone to give us some light, to give us some inspiration, some motivation, some empowerment to actually start making those shifts within ourselves and within our life around us, so that we can live a lot more freer, a lot more happier, and a lot more content. And I thought, what better person, there is no better person to do that than the amazing Kemi Nekvapil. She is a coach, an author. She is she's an amazing global female empowerment leader. She's inspired thousands from around the world, not only on stage, but through her books, to create a life of fulfillment and make change. And she works with global organizations and companies to literally switch the thinking and switch the mindset within the leaders and the staff and the people within that community. So I'm so excited. I want to bring her on today to just dive into her brain, dive into her soul a little bit, and just give us a little bit of guidance and get her thoughts on what we need right now, what we can do on a daily basis, and how we can actually move through this with grace as best as possible. Connect with Kemi now. And feel free, guys, to ask questions as we go along the way. We want this to be an open Q&A. Hi, Kemi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm going to bring my phone down.
I'm amazing. It's hard getting the screen share right because
It is?
Yeah. That's
so bizarre. I had it all set up beautifully. There we go.
That's your signature filming space behind all the books there.
This is my study where I live in lockdown. I do my meditation, my yoga. Everything happens in this room.
Yeah, space is so important. We'll probably get to that a little bit later. I'm so grateful for your time, and I'm so grateful for you giving your energy to my community and to yours as well. I want to start with the emotions that we're going through at the moment. It's a shit time. We are all struggling in our own way, some more than others. Can you talk us through those emotions and what exactly on an emotional level we are going through?
Well, I think it's right. I think a shit show is a really great way to outline it. Some of your listeners and some of my community as well may have heard this idea of we are all in the same storm, but we're in very different boats. Some people are in canoes, some people are in yachts that have everything that you need. And with the work that I've done with my training with Dr. Brené Brown, what's really important is that we don't compare our level of suffering to other people's levels of suffering. Part of the way that we're going to bring suffering to ourselves is not validating how we're feeling. So I'm going to share with you some of the feelings that I have felt in the last 2 days. I'm in Melbourne, so we just had an extension of 2 weeks. And also from my clients and my friends. These are the words that I've heard in just the last 2 days. Distraught, distressed, despondent, deflated, desperation, relentless, and rage. And all of those feelings are valid. I would say that for the first time I felt, we're in lockdown 758 here in Victoria. And today was my first feeling of rage. That feeling of why can't people do the right thing? Do they not realize they're out doing their own thing? It has an impact. And I allowed that rage to be there for a little while, not long, because it's an emotion that came up. So I acknowledged it. Wow, I'm feeling rage. One of the kindest ways that we can look after ourselves and the people around us is to allow ourselves and to allow those around us to acknowledge our feelings.
Yes, because you speak about this positive thinking and why you don't agree with positive thinking. And I love this. Can you elaborate on that, Kemi?
Yeah, positive thinking. It's also called toxic positivity. So it can happen for a number of reasons. One, because we're in a society of, you know, you've got to go, you've got to seize the day, you've got to do all this. And the reality is sometimes seizing the day is getting back into bed. Like, that is seizing the day. Toxic positivity means that regardless of what is happening, there's always going to be a silver lining. There's always going to be a better way. There's a lesson to be learned out of this. And I say to my clients, if they're in a challenging time, yes, maybe there will be a lesson that will come of this at some point. But don't ignore the grief. Don't ignore the loss. Don't ignore the anxiety and the confusion and the fear that you're feeling. Actually being able to feel through those emotions will bring the lesson and will bring the learning. But I think that we have this tendency, especially those of us in personal development work or that love this work, is that we go straight to the